Hello students, good morning to everyone. Once again I welcomes you all in this online session of Principles of Database. Till now you have studied about introduction, that is in that entity set relationships. After that, representation of entities, attributes, relationship attributes and relationship set. The next one point you have seen generalization and aggregation, and after that we have started structure of relational database and different types of keys and expressing MS to N relation. In that we have completed structure of relational database and different types of keys, and today we are going to continue expressing MS to N relation. Now what is MS to N relationship? It is nothing but many to many relationship. Already you all are aware about many to many relationship because this point was covered in previous session. In relationship we have described the many to many relationship. A many to many relationship is a type of cardinality that refers to the relationship between two entities A and B, in which A may contain a parent instance for which there are many children in B and vice versa. Or you can say many to many relationship in database management system is a relationship between two or between more than one instance of an entity with more than one instance of another entity. That is, both the entities can have many relationships between each other. Here you can see how to express many to many relationship between different entities. Here is the representation of MS to N relationship, where entities are represented by diamond and relationship is shown with the entities are represented with the rectangle and relationship is shown with the diamond, having many to many relationship, that is MS to N relationship. Now let us take one example of many to many relationship. Here book and author having many to many relationship, like many authors can write a book, whereas an author has written more than one book. Here book and author are entities. Let's say a book has two authors, whereas an individual author has written 6 books till now. This is one of the easiest example of many to many relationship. This is all about MS to N relationship, expressing MS to N relationship. Now we are at the end of our third unit, that is ER model. Last point of third unit, that is ER model. You all are aware about what is ER model. ER model. From the last discussion, what we learned about ER model, the overall logical structure of the database can be expressed graphically by ER diagram. ER diagram is a visual, that is graphical or pictorial representation of data that describes how data is related to each other. And ER diagram, entity relationship diagram. ER model is nothing but entity relationship model. Serves several purposes as listed below. First one is ERD, that is entity relationship diagram, is used to communicate the logical structure of the database to the end user. ERD helps the database designer in understanding the information to be contained in the database. Entity relationship diagram serves as a documentation tool. ER diagram consists of set of symbols that are used to represent different types of information. In the next slide we will see what are the different notations what are the different symbols used to draw the ER diagram. There are or you can say entity relationship model describes the structure of database with the help of diagram which is known as entity exists in the system and the relationship between those entities, that is relationship diagram. The another one definition of ER model is a high level conceptual data model diagram. ER modeling helps you to analyze data requirements systematically to produce a well designed database. The entity relationship model represents real world entities and the relationship between them. It is considered a best practice to complete ER modeling before implementing your database. ER modeling helps you to analyze data requirements systematically to produce a well-designed database. So, it is considered a best practice to complete ER modeling before implementing your database. Now, who has proposed a ER model? ER diagrams are a visual tool which is helpful to represent the ER model. It was proposed by Peter Chain in 1976 to create a uniform convention which can be used for relational database and network. He aimed to use the ER model as a conceptual modeling approach. Entity relationship diagram displays the relationship of entities set stored in a database. In other words, you can say that ER diagrams helps you to explain the logical structure of database. Here are some facts about ER diagram model. Like ER model, that is entity relationship model, allows you to draw database design. The second one fact is that it is an easy to use graphical tool for modeling data. Next one is it is widely used in database design. Next one, it is a GUI representation of logical structure of database. And the last one fact about ER diagram model is it helps you to identify the entities which exist in a system and the relationship between those entities. Here, what are the contents of ER model? ER model components are entity, attribute and relations. These are the main components of ER model. In entity, there is a strong entity and weak entity. The entity simply known as a strong entity. In attributes, there are various types of attributes: key attribute, composite attribute, multivalued, derived attribute. And in relationship, there are 4 types of relationships: one to one, one to many, many to one, and many to many. There are various reasons for using ER diagram. It helps you to define the terms related to entity relationship modeling. It provides a preview of how all your tables should connect, what fields are going to be on each table. It helps to describe entities, attributes and relationships. ER diagrams are translated into relational data tables, which allows you to build database quickly. ER diagrams can be used by database designers as a blueprint for implementing data in specific software applications. The database designer gains a better understanding of the information to be contained in the database with the help of ERD diagram. Now here, what is entity? Once again, I will revise all the session that entity may be any object, class, person or place. In the ER diagram, an entity can be represented as rectangles. Consider an organization as an example. Here manager, product, employee, department and so on can be considered as entity. Also known as a strong entity, and weak entity is nothing but an entity that depends on another entity called as a weak entity. The weak entity does not contain any key attribute of its own. The weak entity is represented by double rectangle. Next one is attribute. The attribute is used to describe the property of an entity. The ellipse is used to represent the attribute. For example, ID, age, contact number, name. These are the attributes of student. Now key attribute. The key attribute is used to represent the main characteristics of an entity. It represents a primary key. The key attribute is represented by ellipse with the text underlined. Here you can see the notations like first one I explained you entity. In that, strong entity is represented by rectangle and weak entity is represented by double rectangle. After that, we are going to continue attribute. Attribute is the property. Now I said to you that key attribute, it is defined, it is represented by a ellipse having text underlined. After that, composite attribute. Composite attribute, an attribute that composed of many other attributes, is known as composite attribute. The composite attribute is represented by the ellipse and those ellipses are connected with another ellipse. For example, name is the main attribute and having several sub attributes like first name, middle name and last name. Then multi-valued attribute. An attribute can have more than one value. These attributes are known as multi-valued attribute. The double ellipse is used to represent multi-valued attribute. For example, a student can have more than one phone number. Next one is derived attribute. An attribute that can be derived from other attribute is known as derived attribute. It can be represented by a dashed ellipse. For example, a person's age changes over time and can be derived from another attribute like date of birth. From date of birth, you can calculate the age of the person. That's why it is derived from another attribute. Next one is, here you can see the relationship where total participation of entity, and another one is cardinality ratio having one to many relationship. Relationship is nothing but it's used to describe a relationship between entities. Diamond is used to represent the relationship. The first one, it shows total participation, and second one, single line, shows partial participation of entities. There are various types of relationships like one-to-one, where only one instance of entity is associated with the relationship. Then it is known as one-to-one relationship. For example, a female can marry to one male and male can marry to one female is the example of one-to-one. Or you can say one city having, one country is having only one capital, and this is one example of one-to-one. Next one is one-to-many, when only one instance of the entity on the left and more than one instance of an entity on the right associates with the relationship, then this is known as a one-to-many relationship. For example, scientists can invent many inventions, but the inventions is done by only one specific scientist. After that, many to one relationship, when more than one instance of the entity on left and only one instance of an entity on the right associate with the relationship, then it is known as a many to one relationship. For example, student enrolls for only one course, but a course can have many students. And the last one is many to many, when more than one instance of an entity on the left and more than one instance of an entity on the right associates with the relationships, then it is known as many to many relationship. For example, employee can assign many projects and project can have many employees. Here you can see the summary of today's session. The ER model is a high level data model diagram. ER diagram are a visual tool which is helpful to represent the ER model. Entity relationship diagram displays the relationship of entity sets stored in a database. ER diagrams helps you to define terms related to entity relationship modeling. ER model is based on three basic concepts like entities, attributes and relationships. An entity can be place, person, object, event or a concept which stores data in the database. Relationship is nothing but an association among two or more entities. A weak entity is a type of entity which does not have its key attribute. It is a single valued property of either an entity type or a relationship type. It helps you to define the numerical attributes of the relationship between two entities or entity sets. Next one is ER diagram is a visual representation of data that describes how data is related to each other. And while drawing ER diagram, you need to make sure all your entities and relationships are properly labeled. This is all about today's session, and in the next session we are going to continue advantages of ER model, shortcomings of ER model, and enhanced ER model. Thank you so much.